花看电影的观众朋友们，大家好！小编现在在的地方就是巴黎。这次呢，不可能任务第6集呢，电影有一大部分的地方都在巴黎取景，其中这个场景非常重要，就是阿汤哥和雷贝卡·弗格森两个人谈恋爱的地方。我透露了什么吗？其实不是啦，他们两个有非常精彩的对手戏，在预告片里面就可以看到。那当然最重要的就是，我们除了人生在巴黎之外，我们这次的专访也在巴黎，和大家所有的明星近距离的接触，到底有多精彩呢？一起来 check it out。
Love the movie so much.
Thank you.
I want to see it right away after finish. See it again.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to see you too. Life. I've met you.
Yes.
In life, I think last time. No. I don't know.
Last time do the snowman.
Oh, the snowman.
Yes.
I can add more to it.
You use a scalpel. I prefer a hammer.
Winner out.
In.
不可能的任务系列电影迈入第22年，这回上头派来监督阿汤哥的不是别人，而是帅到爆表的超人亨利·卡维尔。
Hello, Mr. Hammer. And the first thing you shot was dropping on the roof.
Yep.
A great first day of work. And were you scared or nervous?
I think when I start every job, yeah, I'm nervous about basically proving myself. It's the idea of these guys have hired me. I have the director here, Chris McQuarrie. I have the producer here, Tom Cruise, and they're both watching me to see if I can bring the goods, which they've invested money into. And
Did they say anything to you before you
oh, they
start?
were both very, very friendly and welcoming, and it was we had been together at that stage for about a week, just meetings and talking through costume and character and everything, maybe even 2 weeks. But the first day of shooting is always a nerve-wracking one, and it felt good. It felt good. I survived, and they were wonderful people to work with on the first day as well.
戏外感情好，在信中亨利和阿汤哥不打不相识，不但等在2000公尺的挪威悬崖上好惊险定勾机，一场在厕所的打戏更是亨利继绅士密令后再度和人在男厕。别想歪啦。
You always seem to end up with toilet fights in movies.
Yeah, apparently.
And how long did you shoot for last scene? Because it's really intense and stunning.
That was a very long. I don't know how many weeks we ended up shooting that for.
Whoa.
But it was a long time in the end. I remember the bathroom fight became almost like a comedy statement. It's like, yeah, we're going back to the bathroom fight because we did it for so long. And we kept on going back, and we kept on sort of changing some stuff, changing some angles, reshooting some things, and the guys put so much work into that, and I think it really pays off. I think it looks like a great scene.
Did you hurt yourself?
I
Or
didn't.
bruises or anything?
I think I hurt a rib at one stage, but nothing bad. Nothing bad. It was just because I landed hard on a rib, but it didn't put me out of action.
That's the job.
How challenging was all the action and all the stunt was it for you?
I very much wanted to do my own stunts. That was the most exciting thing for me coming onto this movie. And how was it? It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed getting stuck in and doing this kind of stuff. It's another piece to making a film like this, which makes it incredibly exciting. It really does. I mean, I love acting. I love the performance piece of that too. But when you add a stunt to a scene and you still have to do the acting and performance, it's just another way of telling the story, and I enjoyed it enormously.
Benji, you copy? We copy, go!
有亨利的加入 ，INF 小组的元老当然不能输。从第3集开始加入，饰演电脑高手的赛门佩格，这回动作场面也加码。
Last time I asked you if you could ask for one thing in the sequel, what would you want?
Oh, I would like to be doing more kind of stunts, more kind of fun stuff.
Wish granted?
Yes, absolutely. And then some. What with the sort of the speedboat driving and the underwater stuff and the fights and the weapons, yeah, I got my wish. Yeah.
But I heard that there are a lot of thoughts in your head when you did the underwater scene. You keep asking yourself, why should I do it? Why am I doing it on my own, right?
Yeah, the funny thing was, you do all this training, and then you put on the costume, and it completely covers everything on you. You can't see that it's you. And, you know, when I was doing it, and it was tough and hot, and I was thinking, you know, the stuntman could have done this, you know. But the truth is, it has some meaning if we do it ourselves. I think it means more to the audience, so I'm glad I did it.
Thanks to the stunts, and now you got 8 packs. And a new nickname, 8-pack Pegos. How many packs do you have now?
I think I've probably got about a 4-pack now. It's you know,
stunning.
it's still there, but when you get in shape for these movies, you're on such a rigid diet and you're training all the time. I'm in Paris now, and there's croissants and, you know, cheese and beautiful fries and steak.
So how long did you train to make it happen?
I started training in January, I guess, of last year, and then we started shooting in March. So I work with a trainer back at home, a friend of mine who I've worked with since the world's end. And he's a nutritionist as well, and a lot of it is about what you eat. It's not just about, you can do 1,000 sit-ups a day, but if you don't eat right, you're never gonna see your abs, you know? It's, he says, abs are made in the kitchen. That's his saying.
The director gave you a note to pause it a little bit longer before taking a punch in the fighting scene.
Oh yeah,
but
that
he
was...
didn't give to the stuntman,
That's
right?
right. That was in Rogue Nation, actually. That was in the last one. That was, yeah, we were talking about, you know, stunts going wrong on the day. Our stunt team are so well coordinated, and people are so well looked after. We always feel very safe. But yeah, McHugh wanted to see my face a little bit in the shot before I got hit, and the idea was to look and then take the punch. So I looked, but I looked longer. The punch came in and it hit me before I had a chance to do this. So we learned the lesson there. Give notes to both people.
So this time, pretty safe. No bruises or
I think
accidentally
Tom took all the in his bone-shattering jump. He took all the injuries for all of us. We always get a bit bruised, and you know there are various strains and aches, but that comes from all the physical exertion we do, which is a lot. You know?
同样回归的还有上一集一招让人毙命的雷贝卡·弗格森，这位英国卧底特务，这集依旧充满谜样，猴塞雷。
We've been waiting to see your signature side killer move.
Thank you.
Yeah, and how fun was it for you to come back to it?
I didn't do it enough. I wanted it to be literally in any scene where she walks in, I wanted to jump and whip. But it's nice to have a signature move. And it's such a good move. I took it to another level this time when we did the running over the barricade when she whips. I mean, it's all down to Wade, the stunt guy. He is incredible.
Comparing to the training last time, this time must be like a walk in a park for you, right?
Sure. Really simple. I was like, whatever, bring it on. No, it's not. It's not simple in that. What it is, it's already an understanding for the process. And that helps. It doesn't make it simple, but it makes it more familiar kind of feeling of coming back to a family.
But there are still a lot of fighting scenes, and I'm surprised to learn that you're pregnant during shooting. And which scene was the most difficult one or challenging one for you to complete?
I think I was very grateful and lucky that we started off before Tom broke his foot and before pregnancy happened. We had done a lot of the fighting already, so we had already taken many of the bits and done it. So when I came back and I was pregnant, it was hard to have sort of the energy to do everything. There was a lot of pausing and but there's nothing that I couldn't really do. The motorbike scenes I don't do. Those are professional motorbike drivers. But it's all just fun and exciting.
Your first scene last time was jumping from the roof.
Yeah.
And how about this time? What was the first day shooting?
First day of shooting was here in Paris. It was the Grand Palais. That was bloody cool, actually. It was all the extras, pumping music, DJ, it was Henry, Tom falling in with after the helicopter. It was a good, very good start. You know, we just start with an explosion in this film.
Are you willing to take that chance?
有阿汤哥在前，不可能任务系列的女生也都非等闲之辈。新加入阵容饰演白寡妇的是刚以影集王冠入围艾美奖女配奖的凡妮莎·寇比。
I believe it's every actor's dream to be in a Tom Cruise movie. So how excited for you to be on set for the first day?
Yeah, it was very surreal. And I remember I was filming The Crown second season at the same time, and I came over. It was a night shoot, and I'd been filming all day on The Crown. I got on the Eurostar, and I got off and came into the Grand Palais about midnight. And it was my first sort of scene with Tom, and it was very surreal and very exciting, and it was just a completely different set, you know, and to do something so different at the same time was challenging but very fun.
So was it an easy transition for you from two totally different roles?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I had to be really clear and try and work out how different they were and what kind of person they were, and yeah, it was really challenging actually. But I loved the you know, having to do that and having to find somebody that was equally in power and equally powerful, but somebody that had completely different personality and energy and nature and used their power in an utterly different way. That was the challenge.
And you can kiss Tom this time too. And how many takes, or should we say kisses, do you have?
A lot. There was loads of kissing. I don't know if he enjoyed it. Yeah, but he was awesome. We had so much fun that day. We just laughed all day on the riverbank, and yeah, he was wonderful.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, we just laughed. I was at the beginning, but he's so good with actors, and he really guides you. And he's also somebody that does, like, in his own take, he might do like 40 different variations on a line, and that's a really amazing way to work because it's like rehearsal, you know. It's like he plays, and yeah, he's wonderful. We all felt so lucky.
And you also got to run with him, but I heard that it took you quite a while to catch up, right? For the training.
The running, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It took me ages to catch up. I had to get my physical fitness to a certain level, and it took a lot of work. And you know, we weren't sure what we were going to be doing at any time, and we should be ready for any kind of stunt. So yeah, it was yeah, it was very.
Did you work out?
No, not at all. But you know, Rebecca was so fit from the last movie, and I think she'd really enjoyed getting into shape and having a really, you know, really understanding it and being ready for anything like that comes along. And yeah, it was very inspirational. She was, and so is he. Yeah.
How long did you train for the flipping knife?
Yeah, that butterfly knife. It took a while to get hold of
Did
and
you
to
hurt
understand.
yourself?
Yeah, I like bashed my hands quite a lot because it's quite I'm clumsy, and it took quite a while to, you know, look believable and plausible. So and a lot of pressure in the take to get it right, you know, to make sure I did it right. But I practiced loads, and the stunt team taught me, and actually Chris McQuarrie also taught me how to use the knife because he's really experienced with it for whatever reason.
You look very cool.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And what was your first meeting with Tom like?
It was really surreal and very, very easy, and we just laughed and we talked about films and life, and it was me, Chris, and Tom.
Audition or?
It wasn't an audition, no. He just we just met, and yeah, we chatted, and then at the end he was like, "Would you like to come and join the team?" And I absolutely, yeah. I said, "Of course, I'd love to."
My man goes, or no one goes.
搞得 INF 天翻地覆的中情局长，则由黑豹母后硬体子演员安琪拉·贝瑟出任。
What was the one question you keep asking the director? Is there anyone?
Can I do it again?
You don't need to. And everybody needs to train somehow, and how about you?
Well, they certainly had to, you know, for some of those stunts, you know, they had to go through rigorous training. But me, not so much.
Would you ask for more action or more stunts if you could be in the sequel next time?
You know, it would all depend. You know, it's kind of dicey when in Mission Impossible, if you ask for a stunt, you don't know what stunt you might, you might get. You may rue the day that you ask. But I'll stay ready. I'll stay ready, get ready, stay ready.
Okay.
超强卡斯只是锦上添花，这一系列最大的卖点就是阿汤哥不靠绿幕特效，挑战一个又一个的不可能。
And we saw car chases and helicopter chases million times in movies, but you wow us again every second of it. So how did you get inspired, and which action scene took you most time to finish?
Oh, it took the most time to shoot. Well, that's a good question. I would say the car chase in Paris obviously took a long time to plan. And required a lot of cooperation from the city of Paris.
没错，你看到的正是阿汤哥没戴安全帽，在巴黎大街小巷飙重机。这也是剧组拍摄的第一场大型动作场面，70辆车同时穿梭，还要不撞到他，光看就让人捏把冷汗。
Tom riding a motorcycle against traffic around the Arc de Triomphe.
人包铁在换铁包人，阿汤哥驾驶技术超强，甩尾没在怕的。可怜是坐在旁边的反派西恩哈里斯，因为戏份要求整场戏都得板着脸面无表情，但他心里的 OS 应该是什么时候可以回家。
The halo jump took the longest time to physically complete.
除了遁地，还得飞天。阿汤哥成为史上第一个挑战高空低开的演员。
We were shooting for a month, and then there were months and months and months of visual effects that went into it.
I know you and Tom discussed this over the years.
Yes, we had talked about it, and when we were planning the Paris sequence, someone showed us a picture of the Grand Palais from up above, and we thought how fantastic it would look for, to come down on it from the air. And that's when the halo jump fell into this story.
剧情需要，这场戏必须在黄昏拍摄，这可大大限制了拍摄时间。每天的落日时间短暂，顶多只能拍一次就收工。他们每天的准备工作是这样的：阿汤哥先练习跳伞4到6次，到黄昏拍摄时正式跳1次。身经百战的空中摄影师顶着9公斤的摄影镜头，亦步亦趋的和阿汤哥在空中跳着双人舞。虽然就短短3个镜头，最后可是跳了100多次，换来的血汗呐。
Were you on the plane or you just stay on the ground?
I was, yes, I was on the plane for most of them. There were times when it made more sense for me to be on the ground. When they were rehearsing, then I could review footage, talk to the cameraman, and send them back up again. But I was also up in the plane, depending on what they were doing.
After shooting, he will discuss all the clips with you during the night. And was it a routine on set every day, every night?
Yes, every day. And it was kind of a strange, it was a little bit of a strange grind because we only had 3 shots that we needed to get. But each of those shots, you had 3 minutes a day to get them. So every day you would shoot thinking you only had 3 more days. And when you didn't get the shot, the next day you still had 3 more days. So time was very strange. It felt like time was standing still.
Showtime.
Oh my God.
I'm not an easy man to impress, especially when I saw Tom doing the helicopter stunts. I was impressed.
Helicopter chase took the longest to physically shoot.
I'm gonna look down and I'll take it over the waterfalls. I enter it right away. Let's go.
Back up, friends. Head to helicopter.
From a fan to a co-star, and what was on your mind when you in the first row to witness all Tom Cruise stunts?
I tell you, I'm not an easy man to impress. I know some fairly impressive people, and when especially when I saw Tom doing the helicopter stunts.
We're good, we're rolling.
I was impressed. That's when something really switched in my head. I mean, Tom's a lovely and impressive man anyway, but that was something which actually put him into the true impressive category, because he's flying a helicopter, doing stunts in the mountains in a helicopter, which is incredibly dangerous.
I'm gonna go.
And also performing to cameras at the same time.
God.
So his focus is not just on flying, it's on making sure the cameras catch his face from outside, the cameras catch his face from inside, and that is not an easy thing to do. So, yeah, I was impressed.
Have you ever seen Tom as a little bit nervous or anxious on set?
No.
Really?
Tom. If he is nervous, he doesn't let us know. I'm sure he has some nervous moments, of course, especially when he's like my health is at risk because of him flying a helicopter. But he always puts on a strong and brave face. The most challenging stunt for me was probably the helicopter sequence in New Zealand. It was obviously winter in New Zealand, and we were in the mountains in a helicopter, and my doors were open, and that made it very cold. Well, dangerous, yes. But I was more concerned with the cold.
Did you try to grab?
I held on to as much as I could when I was allowed, but unfortunately, I had to have the machine gun out the window, so it was a bit difficult.
And you must be worried like hell every day on set while Tom perform all the stunts. And which scene worry you most?
I think what worries me most is I'm more worried for me than I am for Tom.
Why?
Tom's very experienced. He knows what he's doing, and he's very professional. He's very careful, and he has a very good team around him, all the riggers and all the stunt coordinators. It's when he's in a helicopter and I have to chase after him, or when he's hanging off a mountain and I have to lean off the mountain to give him direction. That's the only time I'm really nervous.
自由落体、飞天遁地，这么多惊险动作，阿汤哥却是在这一跳受了伤。
You know, it's one of those things.
How about the first reaction when you saw him broke his ankle?
Well, that was terrible. My first thought was I hope he was okay, and once I knew he was all right and that we were only dealing with a broken ankle, I knew that somehow we were going to find a way to make that work to our advantage. We've just made enough movies that when things go wrong, that's when people do their best work.
即使当下立刻知道完蛋受伤了，阿汤哥还是忍痛站起来继续完成这个镜头。后续复原也从医生说的9个月缩短到10个星期后继续跑。阿汤哥，你真的好神！
It's really like a roller coaster ride, and not because of the action scene, but it was such an emotional ride too, and it's very different. And you use different approach this time, right?
All the Mission Impossible movies have a different director. And it's what the fans of the franchise have come to expect, and I wanted to maintain that for them. So it meant changing direction, even though the last film had worked as well as it had. Very early on, I said to Tom, I want to make a more emotional movie. I want to make a movie that's more about Ethan's character. And it worked out.
Last time you told me that you and Tom work out all the action scenes first and connecting all the dots.
Yes.
And this time you developed the character first, or?
Yes. We started with Ethan's character arc, and we really started with the story of Ethan and Julia. Tom had said right from the beginning, I said, if you could do one thing, what would it be? And he said, people keep asking me about Julia, and I want to answer those questions for them, and that's where we started.
Being in the front row to see Tom and Christopher working together, what did you see as difference from other director and actor relationship?
You know, obviously they have an understanding of each other, of each other's ways. So it's just very, very calm on the set, always, and communication between the two of them was really easy. And I think a lot of things had probably been worked out before, and they were always just day to day, week to week, month to month, from start to finish, just giving it the full measure of their devotion.
It sounds like a very difficult task for you to finish all in the movie.
Well, we like to say, my assistant director, Tommy Gormley, would always say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And so you just kept focused on the thing you had to do that was right in front of you, and you try not to think about the whole thing.
Favorite moment on set?
I think the favorite moments are when we're all crammed together. It wasn't everyone, but we have the scene in the big Jeep with Ving and Simon in the back, and it's Tom and me in the front. Kind of like the
like a
scene that I
family.
wasn't in with Henry and Simon says, well, did you go with a small car? Those moments where we're all crammed together just asks for humor and mistakes and for people to be naughty with each other.
Actually, it has to be right there, you know, in Paris on the Trocadero. That was my favorite by far. It was beautiful. It was peaceful. It was early morning. You know, you're standing there.
Oh, it's in the morning.
Yes, all alone. You know, looking at that beautiful Eiffel Tower, and then Walker strolls up behind you. You have to sense his presence, but because you're CIA, and, you know, maybe I was in the field at some point. Actually, I'm very, very well trained. I could sense his presence without hearing his footsteps, and you know when to turn and you know go at it.
Last time Tom did some prank on you on the
Yes.
set. How about this time?
This time we were, I don't know, it felt a little bit more, we had less time to do pranks. I mean, we had a laugh when the time arrived, and sometimes I can tell when Tom is in the mood for laughing. He gets this little mischievous look on his face, and I know things are gonna, you know, go to hell. But in terms of the pranks, nothing quite as good as the car seat prank in this one. We used to sing the theme music to Superman, to Henry, when he was running along the street.
How did you sing it?
The old Superman music.
Which Henry loves.
Because Henry loves being Superman.
It's exciting. Thank you all so much. Great day, everybody. Great day. Great day.
Last time Tom gave you all a specially made watch for the wrapping gift. How about this time?
How do you
Simon
know that?
told me about that.
Yes, there it is. That was from Tom, and I think we can exclusively reveal, if I take it off, that on the back it says Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And that was a gift after shooting from TC, which is, we all got, me, Ving, Jeremy, and Rebecca.
I haven't got my gift yet, Tom.
Really?
Just saying. What was Simon's?
I haven't talked to him
Well,
yet.
tell me. When you know, then let me know.
Okay. Rebecca said she didn't have any gift yet.
Not yet, no. Yeah, he's always very generous, Tom, and we always get Christmas and birthday presents. And you know, I think because of the way that this film was made, they went off to Abu Dhabi after we wrapped the first unit to do all the aerial, the halo jump stuff. So we haven't really stopped, and the film was only finished like 6 or 7 days ago. So I'm sure at some point he'll give us a gift of some kind.
So you'll keep all the gifts together, or?
Yeah, I got them all at home, you know. It's in my watch case and in various little boxes and keepsakes, and you know, it's nice to keep the souvenirs from these movies because one day I'll look back on them and...
That is awesome.
Hello, Taiwan. I'm Angela. Thank you for coming out to see my new movie, Mission Impossible Fallout. Really appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will.
Hi to Popcorn Movies in Taiwan, and I hope you love the movie.
Hi. I hope that you will enjoy this new Mission film because it is explosive.
Hi, Popcorn Movies in Taiwan. Go and see Mission Impossible Fallout very soon. It'll blow your mind.
Genau. Aber jetzt habe ich eine Ausrede.
在录了吗？荧幕应该裂掉了吧？大家一定想说反差怎么这么大？刚明明是一个超级帅的德国帅哥，你看我们都已经跟德国帅哥熟到都知道他是德国来的人。因为这个访问呢是所有全世界各地的国家的记者都有来，然后他是德国应该是一个很大的主持人的小助理，他们那个 team 大概带了10个人吧，谢谢我们。只有2个，哇！我们小兵立大功啊，哈哈！开玩笑，我们是台湾最大厅。 好啦，我们刚刚做完，为什么会这么开心呢？因为我们终于访完了 Mission Impossible， 超开心！因为呢，今天的这次来最重要的任务有2个，一个呢就是专访，一个就是首映。那我们现在已经一半完成了。然后今天的访问呢，其实每个人都超级好、超级 nice 的，而且尤其是这个答案问我们的摄影师一定最知道，因为这些人他都没看过，这都是第一次。第一个访到的是超人。自从那个小编在网络上说那个要在巴黎打卡之后，所有的粉丝都说：“请帮我跟超人问好，请帮我跟我家亨利问好。我到底是有多少个亨利老婆啊？就是朋友。然后呢，他真的就是这是我应该是第3次访问他，然后呢是最干净的一次，脸。我记得我第一次访问他就是绅士密，不对，4次哎。我第一次访问他的时候是超人第1集，然后那时候就是一个腼腆的大男孩，然后那时候是干净的。然后第2次是绅士密令，那时候就是他跟艾米汉默都是2个大胡子。我那时候想说，现在是要去抢劫吗？没有。然后这一次就是有点担心，说他是大胡子，大家最喜欢看到他就是他的脸部的线条。然后呢，是说到脸部的线条这件事呢，我们家的摄影师还有其他的工作人员呢，在访问的房间里面什么都没有听，我在问他什么都没有注意听，只回来跟我讲说，他的脸线条超棒的，然后这边就是那个棱角超 man 的，然后重点是胡子刮得超干净的，嘿，看得比我还仔细，因为我是正面就没有看到他最知名他那个下巴这边的那个线条，所以我还蛮羡慕我们家工作人员的超好。就他这次有一个很妙的地方，就是一进去他就说，我可以跟你拍一张自拍吗？然后我就哦，好啊，就现在是走 Scott Eastwood 的路线就对，只差他没有问我的名字。但是后来最后访问完说可不可以跟你拍照的时候，他就说时间有点不够。我就想说，所以你可以拍我不能拍你，这到底是什么？还蛮妙的。另外还有让我非常印象深刻的就是最可爱的 Simon Pegg， 因为他一开始就说台湾啊，那是台北吗？我想说你是有去过，真是。他就说他有台湾的朋友，有一个在温哥华认识的一个台湾的女生，然后跟他已经认识2-3年。然后他另外之前他有跟林一斌，就是台湾的导演拍那个 Star Trek 啊，所以他跟台湾还蛮有渊源的。所以我们就赶快跟他讲说，你赶快来台湾这样，因为你有好多的影迷，而且呢。重点是他今天穿的超级帅的，就是很有巴黎的味道，就是那种横条纹蓝色的，然后又蓝色西装。然后其他的女生就是都是每个都好美哦。那个上一集就有演的 Rebecca， 她这次就是我觉得她是那种很慵懒，然后很像猫咪的女生，就是很性感，然后讲话慢慢轻轻柔柔的，然后但是不注意可能就会给你来个致命的那个剪刀脚把你夹死。然后另外是演 Netflix 皇冠的那个 Vanessa， 我真的很想要看到她本人。然后她这次也是演一个蛇蝎美人，然后她本人其实因为所有的演员里面只有我是没有访过，所以我特别紧张。然后在访之前，因为她是我最后一个访的，访之前我还一直问旁边其他各国记者说访完她的感觉怎么样，她就说她人很好什么，我就大概放了2个星，还有8个星悬在那边。因为就算人家说好，但是每次那个状况都还是不太一样，就还好，就是访完觉得他人真的超级 nice。每次我们来专访不是都会有好多的那个资料，这次真的很谢谢爆小粉小帮手帮忙找了资料，你看也是这样子厚厚的一叠呢。你看小编真的有物尽其用，你看我第1页就画了多少的那个蓝线，就是多少的重点。谢谢你们，就是很贴心的帮忙找资料，因为这次的访问就是2个连在一起，然后真的事情非常多，所以就来不及找，真的非常谢谢。而且这次访问人又超多的，所以而且呢，这位爆小粉非常贴心，大家应该可以看得出来，他帮小编所有的字体都统一。就是看起来非常整齐，不像小编平常自己贴，就是直接照原文贴，就是可能字都乱七八糟。但是他都有帮小编整理得非常好，所以真的很谢谢你。然后另外呢，当然就是还要分享超级乱的题目手卡。 你看还有这种撕一半的。这是超人的问题。其实每一个，因为我的题目都是昨天看完试片，晚上熬夜写的。因为昨天看完试片，回到房间已经11点了，然后可是今天一大早9点就要集合，所以就一大早就写，然后就在饭店印。所以其实每个人原来都是长这样。都是一张 A4 的纸，然后像这个 Simon 就是问题比较多一点，所以他一整张满满的，有没有？然后亨利也是一整张，然后他被我撕成一半，因为我有2个这个手卡的卡可以放，所以他就被分成2半。
最少是谁？
这好说吗？等一下我找一下，这是亨利的另一半。我这次特别有带来。上一集我访问的手卡，我竟然还留着。看小编有多会那个，就是囤物，家里藏了多少东西。这上一集的那个资料，是上一集的 Mission Impossible 访问红毯，这不是妈咪，所以是3年前了，纸还跟新的一样。然后重点是还有一大堆是用手写的，我也不知道为什么会这样，有够乱的。这是3年前的字迹，跟现在也没什么长进。然后大家还记得我们上一次还有访问那个飞机的驾驶，飞机驾驶的那个题目，这就算少的啦。你看1页 A4 就扫描1/3。接下来呢，重头戏就是明天的首映会了。其实很期待，因为每年看到阿汤哥一次是我们的福气，也是爆米花观众的福气，所以很兴奋也很紧张，因为通常只有1题的机会，因为全世界媒体都来参加这个全球首映会，所以只有1题的机会，到底要问什么呢？今天的访问有给了我们一些灵感，但是有没有办法问到，然后有没有办法得到好的答案呢？就请大家拭目以待吧，加油！
Popcorn movies in Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Hey, good to see you. Hi, Taiwan.
When will you come back?
Maybe for hopefully.
Promise?